Welcome, residents, to another edition of Talk of the Town with Supervisor Dick Thurston. I'm happy to be with you here today to share with you more about upcoming events and give you a couple insights as to things going on in Town Hall. First and foremost, I want to remind everyone that coming up on March the 4th, very soon, in another week, will be our annual St. Patrick's Parade. This will be held in the village of Wappinger Falls along Route 9D there in the Main Street. And this, I think, will be an amazing event, even better than last year. We have a lot of participants in the parade, and come on out. The parade lineup starts around noontime, and step off, that means the beginning of the parade down the main street, will begin at 1 o'clock. It traverses almost the entirety of the village up to the police station and then circles around the back. And so it should be a fun time. There'll be thousands of people there, so come on out early. Find your spot along the trade route. Find some parking in a number of the various parking lots because the roads will be closed by our various police agencies before the parade starts. So again, on Saturday the 4th, that's a week from Saturday, March the 4th, we'll be holding the parade. The town and the village work very closely together, and as I've mentioned in the past, we have a really special honor for the town this year in that our Councilman, William H. Bill, who represents the First Ward, including the town portion of the village, will be our Grand Marshal for the parade. This is a great honor. Bill's been covering the parade for a couple decades, and I look forward to seeing him all dressed up in his attire. Many other folks will be there. Our past Grand Marshals will be there, or some of them certainly, and we just had a great recognition for them last Saturday night at the Emerald Ball. So come on out, please. Come on out, enjoy, bring the entire family along, and we hope to see you in another week. So take care with respect to your planning for that event. Another important event that is coming up is one of our ongoing series with respect to our Arts and Culture Committee and our artists. This one is going to be the beginning of spring event. This is an art exhibit of various Hudson River artists, and this will be during the period of February 25th through March the 8th here in Town Hall, in the boardroom of Town Hall. We have a fine lineup of artists that will be there. Some of them are like, for example, Joseph Ayers, there's a Chen Hui. We have a whole bunch of them, and working with different art groups. Emil Hozart, a Dutch-American artist and curator based in upstate New York. Xuan Hu. And tremendous artwork that we have. We've been posting it on our website, and this is called The Beginning of Spring because, in fact, the first couple of weeks of March leading up to the spring calendar, and unfortunately, let's knock on wood that we won't see any major snowstorms during this period of time. But why is it called this? Why this group of artists? Well, Hudson River has historically been really the home of a lot of famous artists. Of course, our history, and particularly the history of Wappinger Falls itself, is replete with many examples of outstanding art that's come out of this area. Every year, the village also has an art show. So come on out to Town Hall. This will be, as I said, during the next couple of weeks, and we look forward to seeing you here. The hours will be during the Town Hall open hours, and that is from 8:30 till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So come on out. If you have any questions, please give my office a call, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you may have. The only other event that I'd like to cover and mention is that we have on April 1st our annual Easter egg hunt. hunt. This will be out at Mart's Field, where we traditionally hold, excuse me, the event, and we'll be having further information on the event coming up in the near future. There will be registration. The time of the event is from 1 until 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and this is for ages up to 13 years old. And as you, those of you who have participated in the past, and those of you that are new, come on out. Bring the family. Our young folks can go out, and we do a series of runs where we put the eggs in plastic casings out into the field at Mart's Field. We don't just throw the chocolate out. We want to preserve the candy so it's not contaminated by any of the soil. When the eggs come back in, just wipe them, and then you can open them up. We'll also have some refreshments, light refreshments there at the event. So Mart's Field on April the 1st from 1 till 3 in the afternoon. And this is open for all young folks up to the age of 13. So please, come on out and enjoy, the day. It will be rain or shine. Last year, we had rain, you will then need to be dressed appropriately if it should be drizzling. You don't need to register in advance. Just come by 1 o'clock and show on up. Because then what we'll do is we'll divide the groups by ages. So please be prompt, punctual, on or before 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Mart's Field, for those that aren't familiar with the area, it's on Pie Lane and Montfort. So at the end of Pine Lane, you will find our field, and this is a sports complex that has baseball, has athletic, soccer field, basketball courts. Also has a nice pavilion, that you can escape the weather elements from. So look forward to seeing you there. There will be the Easter Bunny present, and we hope that all of the young folks here in our town can have a great time. So there'll also be, I almost forgot, there will be raffles. There's basket raffles, and those raffle tickets will be available at the event. So I would like to just recap the events that are coming up. First and foremost on the calendar will be our St. Patrick's Parade in the village of Wappinger Falls on Saturday, March 4th. The parade lineup starts at noon. So I encourage everyone who would like to come and see the parade be there before noon, particularly since the traffic and parking will be increasingly difficult. And once the parade starts to get set up, the Route 9D Main Street is closed to traffic. But you'll see a lot of familiar faces and new ones there in this great event. Second will be our spring art exhibit, and this is going to be provided, the artwork, by a number of Hudson Valley artists, and I think you'll be very pleased to come on by to Town Hall during the next 2 weeks, and the Town Hall boardroom will be open during town hours for you to stop by and visit. And last but not least, in April, on April 1st, will be our Easter egg hunt. So come on out. Briefly, just want to talk about a couple things relating to town business. On Monday night, this coming Monday, the 27th, will be our second board meeting of the month. For those of you new to the community, we meet on the second and fourth Mondays of every month. This meeting is especially set aside to be discussing some changes to our town code. These changes are long overdue, but this meeting, I expect then to be a discussion meeting amongst the board members, and we don't anticipate passing any code changes at that time. We just want to get the board dialogue to talk about various issues relating to that. Some of you who have come by town hall at the beginning of the week may have found that a number of our staff, including myself, were not present. And the reason for that is that every year the New York Association of Towns, this is the organization that gets the towns, cities, villages, and other municipalities together for one event down in New York City. The event, though, is a training class. It is a program that introduces the various officials of the town and a lot of our staff. For example, I had our building department that's responsible for permitting, zone, and planning board activities to attend. So a number of experts in the field will present relevant information on doing our job. Also, they'll have legal updates, administrative updates, and it's an opportunity for us to actually stay current with the requirements of New York law, New York regulations, and it's constantly evolving, as we all know. So that event, I think, was well attended by our town and in many municipalities surrounding us. So hopefully the lessons learned out of those classes will be able to be brought to the various board dioceses in our meetings going forward. If you should have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself, to any of our councilmen and women, and participate. Come on out, attend the board meetings, town board meetings, the planning board meetings, and zoning board of appeals meetings. You'll be able to learn more about your community through that participation. And of course, we're always looking for volunteers. So please let me know if you have any questions, and until soon, please stay safe and remain well. Thank you, and have a good day.